I'm finna show you guys how easy it is to make sweet and sour chicken. Let's get it. All right, so you know, same old, same old. You guys can look at these ingredients right here. As we go over that, I'm gonna remind you, don't forget the full ingredient list is on my website, smokingandgrillingwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? Now, it looked like it's a whole lot, but you wanna talk about really easy, you know what I mean, super tasty, just add some rice to this and this will fill you up, folks. All right, so listen, the first thing we're gonna do is, I got some chicken breasts, right? I'm gonna put these down right here. Just cut and trim some of this little fat that, you know, made it on there, right? So what we want to do is we want to cut this down and we want to cut it into just 1-inch strips. Now I say strips, I'm sorry, we're going to call them 1-inch bites or chunks. Just like what you see here. You just want to be as consistent with your size as possible so they'll all be ready at the same time, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, I don't want to bore you guys, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know what, I'm gonna leave this on here. That's nothing but flavor. After we get through doing what we do, you know what I mean, you're gonna love it. So anytime we can do a level up on the flavor, let's do it. All right, so as you see, after you get these done, you know, you get them cut down, right? What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and start building our sauce. Now, I want you to pay attention over here. This will make the ease of making the recipe that you follow from me, right? This one makes it easy. Look, these right here and this, see how I got all this together? You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna use to make our sauce, right? So let me go ahead and just start adding this. And this. Now we did say it's called sweet and sour, right? And then we just can't just pour that in there like that, right? Because we want to get everything in there. That's why you had the right tool for the job. You know what I mean? So we go in there with a little ketchup, right? But we want to make sure that since we took the time to measure that we get it all out. Now I'm gonna go in here and put a smile on my face. So some of you guys might not know why I say that. The smile comes from the fact that my grandmama had me mention, you know, garlic all my life, right? You know what I mean, all of her life, you know, the remaining years of her life. So when I find out about this, I'm like, come on, Granny. You know what I'm saying? You got me working hard. And now we come with our vinegar. Got myself a small whisk. Some of y'all gonna go out here and use that, what is that? The old school fork way, but that's the way I was taught. You know what I mean? Now I just make my life a little bit easier, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know about y'all, but listen, I do a lot of, you know, takeout of the Asian cuisine, you know what I mean? So why are we taking this out when it's still nice to go out and enjoy yourselves, you know what I mean? Get out the house, smell fresh air. But for me, I like to make it, you know what I mean? And I get my satisfaction when I serve this to everybody and they just be like, ah, homie, I'm never going back out there again. Okay, so now we're gonna do it like this. Ziploc bag, just keeping it real simple. Right? So now I'm gonna take my cornstarch and put this in here like this. By me having the bag, you guys can tell me right now down in the comment section below, what am I about to do? I'm telling you, it's old school too. Just the bag has changed. I guess with all of that let you know. You know what I mean? Remember when your grandma used to do shake and bake? Right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this, some of my chunks, and just put these in here like this. You know, to be honest with you, let's just close it like this. Now we just get everything nice and coated. All right, so you guys got the gist there. Now what we want to do is we want to add some oil. We want to add some of your Dutch oven, you know what I mean? Maybe about 1 inch, you know what I mean? Something about that high, right? These are gonna fry real quick, super easy to make, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and start building up a little heat. All right, so once you do your shake and bake, you just want to take your pieces out, your chicken chunks, right? Just take them and then stage them somewhere. So obviously I'm staging mine on the rack, right? This is fine. So look, the next step is, what we want to do is we want to set up another station, but we're going to do a wet and a dry, right? So we'll have some flour and some egg, and then we dip, right? All right, folks, so look, as you can see, put them out there for you like that. Look, it's the cornstarch that's gonna make them crispy. Trust me, folks, it looked like it's a lot on there, but we still got another procedure to do, right? So now I wanna show you, I got these little trays right here. They actually came in a set of 3, right? So you can do whatever, you know what I mean? But right now I'm only gonna do flour and egg, right? So we're gonna start off with flour. I give you guys a measurement right now, but you'll see that I'm gonna need some more flour. You know what I mean? So just give yourself enough. You don't want to waste it. I just say double what I tell you to put in it, you know, as far as the flour go, right? So now I got these eggs. We're gonna go ahead and get these going. All right. Now we got that set up. I'm gonna say this, it looked like my little station is too big for my ingredients. Okay, so now that we set up, I went ahead and added the extra tray to it. Hey, another thing I like about these trays, see how this is? It hold on. I'm gonna use this right now just as a, you'll see. This is where I'm gonna stage everything after I go ahead and get these wet. You know what I mean? Once we get them coated. And then from here, you wanna shake off any excess egg. You know what I mean? Just give them a little shake. Drop them in your flour. All right. And then I'll do this one now so you guys can just see it. Just make sure it's coated. So now you got that flour. You're gonna get that crispiness, you know, from the cornstarch. And then we just put them down right there. And I'm not gonna bore you guys. You know how this goes, you know? So we'll just put them like this. I don't want them to like get, you know, be touching each other. So over there is good. Now I'm gonna repeat this process, you guys. I don't want to like I said, just bore you. You guys keep seeing me run from station to station. All right, folks, so look, I left it like this so you guys can just see the steps, right? We started with the wets, then we dropped into the dry, and then we just staged them over here. Now they just been sitting up while I've been getting all of them done, right? So now you could just take them and just drop them in the inside right here. The reason I do it like this, because I want to have enough. I don't want to be picking out the ones that have been in there so long, right? So we kind of put them all in here at the same time. Don't overcrowd it. All right, so if you guys come in here and look at this, I'm gonna take one of these out. You just wanna go ahead and test it. Look at our temperature. Oh no, we got a little ways to go. So once we start getting our color on here, that'll let us know. But this right here, folks, is essential to making good food and not overcooking it and not making it dry. Got to get yourself one of these meat thermometers. Now I just probed them. You know what I mean? Now this is breast meat, that white meat. You don't want to like overcook that white meat, folks. So we just do it like that. Now I'm gonna teach you guys a little something right here so we have success whenever we frying chicken, right? It's gonna darken up on its own anyway, but I'm gonna show you something. This is where a lot of people go wrong, folks. And after they fry their batch, they never ever figure to check the oil, right? So pro tip, let's check it. Let's just see where we at. You see how cool we are right now? We wanna get this back up. This is how you have success, folks. If you're not doing this and you wanna know why your second batch didn't even like fizzle, like just boil like it's supposed to, that's why. All right, so look, this is what I did. I went ahead and got another Dutch oven because if you can see, I put the one that we fried the chicken in, I put it over there, right? Now, instead of me waiting for it to cool, disposing of the oil, I have another Dutch oven. I just put about a tablespoon of that oil because that has all the seasoning, you know, and the taste in it, right, of the chicken. Now, speaking of seasoning, you guys might be wondering why I didn't put all of that inside of my flour or my cornstarch. Listen, when you're making this recipe, you want the sauce and just the breading to like, you know, stand out, right? Trust me, it's that along with the veggies. And speaking of veggies, I'm gonna go ahead and prep these down. Now I'm getting ready to bring this back up to temp because we're gonna do our red bell pepper, green, and guess what? And our onion too. Okay, so obviously I open them up, did them like this. We're gonna cut these into chunks, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this down just like you see. All right, I don't need no certain shape that I'm looking for or nothing like that. I just know I don't wanna dice them. You know what I mean? We just hit them like this. And probably like half of this will do. All right, so just cut them down. And you know, they'll break off in the layers in the inside. If you left that little piece on there, just go ahead and cut them off. That'll make it easier for it to just, you know, shred like that. So just look at that, cut the end off. That's what keeps it all together, all right? And then these go. This is probably gonna be enough for me. All right, you can see that I'm up to temp, right? So here you want to be careful, right? Just putting this in here, you make sure you don't catch no splatter. It'll leave an ugly bubble mark. Now you get all of that, you know, because the onion is nothing but it's probably like 80% water. You know what I mean? So I'm just cutting these down into like larger chunks. So you want to slice them a little bit on the big side, right? On the thick side. Now we just come with our bell peppers. If you guys want to know why I did that, I like to always lead with my onion first. Seems like it takes it just a little longer to break down. Now I'm gonna take my pineapples and drop those in. Now I went with the slices. You see how they are right here? I just take them. What I do is I cut them down this way, right? And then I just make sure I got enough chunk, and that'll do it. Now you want to get your utensil that you're gonna use to stir everything, and just stir this around like this. So, I don't know, earlier you guys might have not, I don't know if I recorded that part, but listen, you want to go ahead and add yourself, you know, a quarter cup of the soy sauce, right? For those of you guys that are watching your sodium intake, you know, you can use the 1/3 less. You know what I mean? Usually they come in like in a green bottle, right? So now I'm gonna take this is our sauce. We're gonna pour this right here in the inside. All right, now we're gonna get in here, cook this down. Oh yeah, and we're gonna let this thicken up, folks. You can hear it, listen to that. It's boiling, everything is getting soft. You can still see the colors. Now we're gonna reintroduce our chicken to it. And don't forget, we use cornstarch. This is gonna give you another way to look at it. Cornstarch and flour, right? Inside of this, along with this boiling, you know what it's gonna do. Look at that. What is it gonna do, folks? Talk to me. It's acting as a what? That's right, a thickening agent. Okay, folks, look, I'm gonna show it to you again one more time. This is after I took a couple of pictures of it inside of the Dutch oven, right? But look, it's nice, colorful. You know what I mean? You can see how the sauce thickens up. It covers everything. Just everything about this is right. You know what I mean? So now we're just gonna take some of this. I got me some rice right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just plate this just like you see. You can see how thick it is, though. Okay, folks, so here it is. You know what I mean? I'm ready to tear into it. I ain't gonna fake no funk. I've already done tasted it. I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta leave this here because I gotta take some pictures of it, right? But look at that right there. If that don't get you going, I don't know what will. Now, obviously I'm using white rice. It'd be best if I had some of that fried rice, folks. You know what I mean? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and just get me a little bit out of here. Oh, I got pepper. There we go. And if you do it just right, your pepper should have a little integrity to it, so when you bite it, you know, it's still got that structure, you know what I mean? But yet, it's still soft. Anyway, I'm not finna overtalk it. Y'all see that right there? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Cheers, y'all. You know what? This is gonna make for a good lunch, folks. I'm not even gonna lie. Now listen, there's a couple of things I could have done. I did it a little bit more traditional type of way, as far as not seasoning my flour or nothing like that, just so you can taste like, you know, the actual chicken, you know what I mean, with the little bread that we did put on there, along with the egg. It's just a combination of that and some rice, you know what I mean? It just makes it, I'm gonna just give it, on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9, right? But when you wanna make it a 10, Come on, folks, you know we can go ahead and put some seasonings in that flour, you know what I'm saying, to get it right. But I just didn't want to overpower it. You guys do it. Don't forget, on my website, I'll put that in there as things that be optional, you know what I mean? And if you guys ask me one more time, like how come I always send people away from YouTube to go there? For one, it's printable. You can do a screenshot. And two is the fact that you can go there and you can see all the other recipes. You'll look at that and then you say, oh, I need a side. You know what I mean? So we put the hard work in so it'll be easy for you. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and just tell everybody there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know how I do. I usually pick that up and I'm gone, but check this out. I'm out. Peace.